Hey guys, welcome back to Tracy's Place. I'm taking a second out from the Cavs parade. Cleveland deserves it. They deserve it. I like Steph Curry, but Cleveland deserves this, so I'm happy for them. But anyway, back to the main reason why I made this video. Something I'm very upset about, and that is the show called Greenleaf that I saw last night. I was so excited about it. Just about, I thought it was going to be a good show about a mega church. I knew it was going to have something in there, There's mess that goes on in churches. So I knew it was going to be something in there. But what I saw last night, it was just tasteless, if not tacky. It's just tacky to me. It had a great cast. The acting basically was done, very well, but the subject matter and the things that it covered, I thought was in bad taste. Just for the simple fact, being a Christian myself, it bothered me because Christians are being persecuted all over the world. And we can't say too much here in the United States that we're persecuted like other people in other places. So, a lot of people are persecuted. There are Muslims that are persecuted. There are, of every group that's persecuted. But a lot of times people stand up for themselves, and for some reason it seems like a lot of Christians are just laying down and just not saying anything about anything nowadays. And that's what's making me angry. I would dare anybody to make a show like this about Muslims or Buddhists or having the LGBT community be at the butt of a whole show and, everything. And I'm trying to contain myself because I'm just that angry. Oprah has just, struck a nerve for many years now. Since before her show went off. She does a lot of great things, but then, I'm not into her many ways to God religion. I'm just not. Like I said, I'm Christian and unapologetically so. So, and not to step on anybody else's toes, we believe what we believe. But the thing is, when we put down other people's, not just in a discussion where you say something is right or wrong. You have your opinions and you can say, well, I don't believe what you believe because such and such and so and so. But to have people's beliefs or deep-rooted convictions as the butt of something, I just don't like. So hopefully you don't think I'm taking this too far, and if you do, that's your opinion as well. But I'm just standing up because I'm tired of Christians laying down. I thought the scene where the little girls were out and they were smoking crack or whatever that was, some kind of drugs. And, it was kind of mockery. The little girl was going, I love Jesus, and laughing about it and stuff like that. And them having sex inside the church, That was too far. TV has just been going downhill, downhill, downhill for so long now. I remember years ago there was a show it was on NBC if I'm not mistaken, Swingers or Swinging or something like that, where married people were swapping and swinging with each other. And I wrote in to the network and, told them that I didn't appreciate that being on, blah, 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 blah. Television has just mocked everything that's good because it seems like they have run out of ideas to film, to make a show out of. There used to be a time where you could just have a simple show. It was funny. Everybody could enjoy it. You might think this is fun, but Andy Griffith Show. That show was made like in the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, late 50s, early 60s. You could watch that show and laugh, didn't have any cussing and salaciousness, sex, and anything like that. Anybody nowadays, my children like to watch that show. And anybody can watch that show and find something funny about that show and can go through the whole show, watch the whole show, and laugh. Why do you have to have all of this mess on TV? Kind of got disenchanted with church. I can't remember what year or whatever, but it seems like it was out of her journal that they were reading, or something was taken out of her journal or something or another. And she was angry about, I don't know if it was the offering or the tithe or whatever, and she thought churches were swindling people out of money or what have you. And, you know, it seems like that was the big reason that she first started getting, you know, that happens in businesses, that happens in families, that happens in PTA, it happens everywhere. You know, things have been made a mock of so much lately to where nothing is held sacred. They have all these shows about the president, you know, bad shows about the president, like Scandal and all that stuff. You can't even hardly look at the office of the president respectfully anymore because of all the crazy shows that's been on about the president. Let alone the crazy stuff that really does go on in the White House. But we don't need to see all of that. The hospital shows, crazy. You can hardly even, it's a mess. Things that should be respected, you know, I just think you should leave those things alone. Comparing what she believes about the church and what different people believe about the church. That the church is a fakery, the pastors are out to steal the money, the saints or the people that go there are fake, and, you know, this and that and the other. There are a few churches like that. There are quite a few like that. But there are also quite a few, if not way more, that are really about the business of doing God's work, trying to teach people how to build a better life, to live a better life, to have good marriages, to everything that's biblical. You know, there are many churches that are teaching that. So just because there are some fakery in some churches going on does not mean you discredit the whole body of the church and all pastors and all, you know, this and that, so that people are just, anytime you say you're a pastor or a preacher or a deacon or a this or that, people looking at you crazy because of a lot of the stuff they've seen on TV, or either sometimes the stuff that they have dealt with personally. But I'll say it like this. There's a mess that goes on in hospitals. People change results. There's a lot of botchery in surgeries, a lot of mistakes that are made and covered up. But are you not going to go to the hospital? No, you're going to keep on, when you need help, you're going to keep on going to the hospital. You can't stay at home. You know, you injured, you sick or what have you. You're going to go to the hospital. Same way as for church. You need help for your soul. You need help for your life. You know, you need to be saved, salvation, what have you. You go to the church, you know. So I just say all that to say it has been put down and made a mockery of, and God is not pleased. I just believe God is not pleased. And I don't think, I believe, and almost, I could say I know, God is not pleased with the way Christians are just laying down, not saying anything, not doing anything. To turn the other cheek does not mean not to do anything. If we keep supporting and keep watching all this mess on TV, we're helping them because we're jacking the ratings up. We're sitting in front of it, watching it going, that's just a shame. And oh my goodness, I would not do that. And da-da-da-da. We keep watching every week, And they're seeing that people are interested in this mess. And the ratings just keep getting sky high, sky high, sky high. I stopped watching Grey's Anatomy when they had some things on there that did not go with my Christian beliefs. You know, some people can watch certain things and it don't bother them. Some people can watch certain things and it does bother them. You know, their way of thinking and stuff like that. But my point is, don't help the world out by giving in to what they're giving out. Don't watch all this stuff that they're putting out. If you know it's not good, or if I'll say me, I know it's not good. So and everything that I watch is not the purest thing. I'm not saying that, but there's some stuff that's on. I just like, I am not supporting that because I'm helping that along. Scandal. And a long time ago, I'm thinking, what is wrong with this woman that she's sitting up? Her, well, there are other people that's writing for her. She ain't the only, you know. That they sitting up thinking of all this crazy stuff for a series, week after week. Private Practice, Scandal, Grey's Anatomy, and How to Get Away with Murder. It's not just entertainment. It's not just entertainment. And all these other shows, not just her shows, but she was just I was just taken aback with her shows. I was just like, oh no, I am not watching this. To me, it's just trash. It's just trash. That's my opinion. There's plenty of other shows on. Mistresses. I'm like, really? Really? And people are watching this. Where's the outcry for better things for TV for our children? And then when there is a decent show on television, the commercials that come on during the show, you have to flip the screen, you know, flip the channel for that. I'm like, and it's at 8 o'clock shows, game shows, stuff like that. And they got crazy commercials coming on. I am so, and it's not just enough to say, well, just don't watch it then. I should be able to turn on a public television and not see some crazy mess. If I want to see something crazy, I should have to order something or go look it up, you know, on some crazy site, or either pay for some crazy channel on cable or whatever to be able to see some mess that I want to see. Not on public general TV. You shouldn't be able to, your child shouldn't be able to just flip something on and behinds hanging out and people having sex and halfway having some sex, whatever. I'm just angry about it. To me, it seems like Oprah is drinking the juice of unforgiveness. They say that when you don't forgive somebody, I just think something happened to her, like she was upset about things that were going on in the church. I don't know if something happened to her at church, whatever, but it seems like she has some unforgiveness, some anger, you know, with the Christian church. And they say when you don't forgive somebody, you think that you're hurting them by not forgiving them, but you're really the one that's drinking the poison. So I think she's drinking the poison juice, because it seems like she is putting out stuff. You know, you heard it seems like this and some of the things that the characters were saying in the show was things that she's thinking, because I've heard bits and pieces of things on her shows from the past and what she thinks about, you know, religion or Christianity or this, that, and the other. And it just seems like she wants to get this out there, that this is what's going on in the church or something. And it does. Like I said, it goes on in some, but don't taint other people's view of the church and of God, something that's supposed to be sacred. Like I said, I dare people to make a show about, I don't see people making shows about Muslims like this, about Buddhists, about what have you. Dare you to do that. Dare you to do that and see what happens. The only reason why they mock Christians is because they know Christians are not going to do anything detrimental. They're taught to turn the other cheek. Well, it's time to stop turning the other cheek. right into your networks. Please encourage other people to stop watching things that are not moral and not good for society. There's so many directions I want to go in right now. It's just pathetic. I was just so angry by what I saw last night. So, all right, calm down, Tracy. Oh, that show got me so angry. But anyway, if you watched the show last night, if you have any comments, whether you did like it or you didn't like it, please comment below. I would love to hear what you thought about it, what you thought about what I said. No angry comments, though, even though I was upset. But just be respectful. I'm respectful of other people's opinions. Just be respectful in the comments and be respectful of my channel. So that's all I ask. All right, guys. Be blessed. You have a good one. And I will see you next time. Bye.